Dorsey Mad Gaming here, and I'm going to start out doing my very first Dragon Ball Super review, and this is of episode 112. So if you haven't watched this episode, you don't want to be spoiled, now is the time to turn away from the video. And for those of you who are remaining, please subscribe to the channel, y'all. Turn on bell notifications, hit the like button, comment, and welcome to the DMM community. Now let's get started. So episode 112 starts out, of course, with Kaba, and he's fighting against the chunky girl. I don't even know her name. Y'all have to forgive me. Like, I mean, I don't know her name. She blows up. Her butt's getting real big and things like that. It was a very good episode, and there's a lot of things that jumped out at me. I'm not gonna go word for word through the entire episode. I'm rather gonna point out some interesting things that happened in the episode that shed some light on the future of the tournament as well as the future of Dragon Ball Super. Now, it kind of starts out with the two Zenos sitting there talking, and a very interesting dialogue came up. The Zenos said the tournament is almost over. They ask what happens when the tournament when time runs out. And this really surprised me because it was understood by us that this whole thing was put together by the Zenos, and we would have thought that the rules were implemented by the Zenos as well, as far as the universe is being destroyed and the last remaining universe who's standing is the winner while everybody else is erased. But they still asked this question, and the Grand Priest answered them and pretty much told them that. But it was surprising because I was under the impression that the Zenos knew this, but obviously they didn't. So there's some story arc going on there as far as them not knowing what's gonna happen when time runs out. But other than that, you go to Gohan, Piccolo, they fought against the Namekians, and if you watch my previous video, I talked about how in the previous episode preview that Piccolo and Gohan they talked about that blast. Goku commented in the commentary talking about the blast, that it's strong enough to destroy someone or something to that effect. But I alluded to and talked about in the previous video that I didn't think that was going to be the case, and it wasn't. Gohan and Piccolo did not eliminate the two Universe 6 Namekians. They are still there. Do I believe that they will eventually do fusion? Here's what I believe in that situation. I believe that they will do fusion, but that is not the Super Warrior that everybody's talking about, and that's coming to Dragon Ball Super. But I think they will do fusion. I think Piccolo gets eliminated and Gohan is left, and that's when we get to see Gohan's true power, in a sense, fighting for survival. That's pretty much it that happened with the Namekians, and that's what I feel is going to happen in the future. Um, then you go to pretty much it was about the Saiyans, Kale, Khalifa, Kaba, Vegeta, Frieza. And long story short, Kaba, he's fighting against this other um, person. I can't even remember her name, but she has an attack where she blows up her bottom really big, and she does this rolling attack, and she's just destroying Kaba. But prior to this, Kaba makes an interesting comment because Kel and Khalifa was gonna help him fight her, but well, they were gonna fight her first, but Kaba jumps in and says he has this. He tells them to go off, get their strength back, and they kind of go back and forth a little bit, but then they finally leave. And Kaba makes an interesting comment, and Kaba says he says they are Universe 6's secret weapon. Yes, they're Universe 6's secret weapon. And I thought that that was interesting because how are they a secret weapon? Now, y'all know what I'm getting at, because if you watched the previous video, then you know that I alluded to the potential of Kale and Khalifa doing a fusion. That is who I believe is the Super Warrior. Yes, you're hearing it here on DM Gaming. You heard it yesterday in yesterday's video. Kale and Khalifa, I believe, are the Super Warrior. Why are they a secret weapon? Because we've already seen Kale going Super Saiyan Berserk. We've already seen what Khalifa could do. Why would it be a secret? No, the secret is that they're probably fusion partners. So when it happens, just know, hey man, I heard that at DM Gaming. Um, and so they go off and they're, fighting. Kaba's fighting. This girl annihilates Kaba, knocks him out. He almost falls off. Of course, everybody knows Vegeta comes to the rescue, and even the Zenos recognize the master student bond. The Grand Priest recognize it. The other guys they recognize it. And basically, Vegeta tells Kaba to fight without limits, and he knees him in the stomach, basically tell him to get his stuff together in a sense. But he told him, Vegeta said that, Kaba's like, well, one of us are going to get eliminated. And Vegeta basically tells him, look, don't worry about that. Like, Vegeta says, basically, Vegeta plans on winning. But he says, when he gets the Dragon Balls, that he's going to wish for them to be revived because Vegeta wants to go to planet Sadalia. And I really think that that is going to happen in the future. I do believe that Vegeta is holding back something that none of us are prepared for. And I believe that Universe 7, actually, I'm not going to say that any universe wins. That's another story for another day, but I digress. So, going on, Vegeta goes off, and then Kaba's left to fight the lady again. And I mean, it was kind of corny the way it happened, but Kaba powered up to Super Saiyan 2. There was no drama behind it at all, and he basically eliminates her. Then after that, Frieza comes in, grabs Kaba by the face. Kaba fires a blast at him first, and it hits him. And Kaba says, "I felt it hit." But Frieza has powered up to Golden Frieza, and he fires the finger blast, thing. Of course, he can't um, annihilate him or get rid of him, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? He can't kill him, but he can, damage him, and he did. Kaba powers down. Frieza grabs him by the face, basically gives him the whole spiel about hating Saiyans and stuff like that. And Frieza eliminates Kaba. Yes, Kaba is eliminated. Yes. Then you go to Goku, and then the little robots. There's three little robots, and I'm gonna tell you, these robots probably more than likely combine to make a giant robot because you have one of them who look like a pair of arms, one who look like a pair of legs, and one who looks like a head. But they're going to attack Goku, and then Khalifa interrupts and basically blasts them away. You would think that they were eliminated, but it doesn't show them going out the ring, doesn't show them appearing on the sideline, and it doesn't show them sitting there with their players on the sideline. You never see the Zenos push the button. So I don't think they're eliminated. I don't think that's the last we'll see of them. But I know somebody was hinting at them being the Super Warrior. I don't think that's them either. But I digress. So, killed, and that's basically the gist of the episode. You had Goku and Vegeta have a little dialogue. It wasn't really much important, um, but just talking about Saiyans, just that Vegeta powers up to Super Saiyan Blue, and he's fighting. He's facing off against Toppo. Um, but that's really about it. Kind of where the episode ends, where Vegeta's, just getting into his fight with Toppo, and then Goku and Khalifa is about to square off. Now we know in the future episode 14 is the one everybody's looking forward to, the birth of the Super Warrior. We know next week's episode, spoiler alert, that Goku is basically going to handle Kale and Khalifa. But Goku is going to power up to Super Saiyan. He talked about he's going to go Super Saiyan. He's going to show them the power of Super Saiyan 3. But other than that, that's pretty much where the episode ends. It's not a whole lot of dialogue there, a whole lot of stuff going on. There's just, this episode to me was more of a precursor. Kaba is eliminated. We still have the Namekians around. Now, what do I feel like is going to happen in the future? There's going to be a lot of fusion going on. I think that those three robots fuse to make a bigger robot. I believe that the Namekians will fuse, eliminate Piccolo, and we'll see Gohan's real power. But I think the Mystery Warrior is none other than Kale and Khalifa in a fusion. Because I don't understand why else would they be a secret weapon for Universe 6. That, like I said, that just doesn't add up. It makes perfect sense. So right now, we're sitting at the cusp of something awesome because, when I say who could be that mystery warrior, and it says birth, anytime it says birth in the Dragon Ball community, it always has to do with Saiyans, it always has to do with fusion. And then we have for our first time two female Super Saiyans. Why would they not give us fusion? You know, um, so look out for that, y'all. It makes sense. I don't think it's the Namekians. that's the Super Warrior because we have no dialogue about them. We have no backdrop about them. Um I don't think that it's the robot things because, like I said, same thing. We don't have dialogue at. So the only potential for me is that it's Kel and Khalifa, or it could potentially be the two Namekians. That while Goku's fighting Kel and Khalifa, these Namekians fuse. Everybody senses this power, and they, like I said, they eliminate Piccolo, and Gohan powers up, and it's just amazing. And the reason I don't think the Super Warrior is like some kind of form for Gohan, because if you look at those toys, you had Hit, Gohan, Goku, and a mystery character. Gohan is already pictured, so they're not going to release another toy of Gohan. So that's what I believe. But then, hey, they could throw us a loop, and it could be Piccolo for all we know. Who knows? But all in all, y'all, that's all I got for right now. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, y'all, it's gonna be awesome. You're hearing it. That is my prediction for the new mystery character, is that Kel and Khalifa fuse because Kaba alluded to them being the secret weapon of Universe 6. And we've seen Kel's power, we've seen Khalifa's power. So why would it be a secret? What is a secret? The secret is that they can fuse. That's why he alludes to both of them. Like I said, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, follow the channel, follow us on Twitter. Till next time, thanks for tuning in, and God bless.